Hello. How are you? I should do a little pose for my thumbnail. Never know what to pose for thumbnails. Anyway, very serious. Funny. I have had the most amazing day, and it's just been like the simplest day, but it's been absolutely amazing. And I got up today and I had to have this meeting with this woman about some creative endeavors she's wanting to pursue, and I'm helping her like do this dream project kind of thing, which is very cool, you know, to like get to work with somebody on accomplishing their dreams, and I'm just like one small part of that. And then I came home. Well, first of all, I'll just say this. I done fucked my diet today, and I don't even feel bad about it. I just don't. I was like, it was so fallish outside today, and I just wanted to eat and watch scary movies and lay on the couch. I really didn't want to do anything. And, but like, I have to be honest with you, like, I don't feel like myself if I don't post videos every day, because I love doing it so much, right? And I already like knew what I was gonna do my videos about, and so I was like, okay, like, I was gonna take a nap and do it later and all this kind of stuff, and I thought, you know what, like, just sit down, and you're like in the mode right now, you're in the moment. I had been like talking to somebody about one of the videos that I was gonna do, my booktube video, and I was like, just do it, you know, like, it'll be so much fun, you can get it done. So I did. So I sat down, and then I started uploading my videos and like responding to social media. I try to like now, because I'm getting so many more messages now than I did, like, I don't know, like 6 months ago, which is so cool. Like, I have to tell you about what happened in this book that I was just reading. And I'm gonna do something that you guys, well, I have to see if I have enough money, first of all, actually. Hold on. Oh, I have dollar bills right there. Dollar bill, yo. I'm going through, McDonald's, and I'm getting a Diet Coke because I'm going back on my diet tomorrow, and I haven't had a Diet Coke in forever, and I want a McDonald's Diet Coke tonight, and I'm not even gonna feel bad about it. And then I have to go to Meijer and get a few things, and it's 1:45 in the morning, and I have like been going all day long. So I made my videos, and then I was like, all right, and I was like watching them back, and you know, I was uploading them, and then I went, while they were uploading, I went and I got Einstein bagels, and I got they were out of like, I always like garlic or everything bagels, but they were out of them, so I got a cranberry bagel. This sounds so weird, but it was so delicious. A cranberry bagel toasted with garlic schmear, pepper jack cheese, and red onions on it. It was so good. And then I got, oh my God, if you guys have an Einstein's, I'm telling you, go get this. This was the most fantastic thing in the entire world. I got French toast bagel, toasted with honey almond schmear on it, because that's what the woman there, I was like, what should I get on it? And she was like, honey almond schmear. And there was like a new bagel of the month. It was like walnut something crunch, and it looked so good. She was like, no, get the French toast. It's 10 times better. And I love French toast anyway. So it was so good. And then I sat there and I watched Project Runway, and then my videos were up, and I did take a nap today. I was like, I've just been going all day long. No, that's a lie straight from the pit of hell. I took a nap. I took a wonderful nap with my dogs until Alex got home, and then I hung out with Alex for like an hour, and then I did a live stream, and then like I have been on this like reading frenzy, you guys. I kind of like, they call it on BookTube a reading slump, like where you go through and you just can't read anything. I have been like reading fanatically for like all of September, and especially listening to audiobooks, and I'm listening right now to The History of Wolves by Emily Friedland, which is on the Man Booker Prize list. It is really, really good. But anyway, I was just going through my books tonight, and I was like, I have so many books I'm supposed to finish before the end of September, but I was like, okay, I'm just gonna sit and finish one book a day until like October 1st, because I was like, I'm halfway through a lot of these books, And so I sat down outside and I was like, it was such a beautiful night. My neighbor walked by, she was walking with her dog, and so she sat and talked to me for a little bit. And it just was like just a cool, I mean, it's like 72 degrees outside, so, but it's still warm, like short weather, you know? And so I sat out there and I had like 100 pages left of Summer Days and Summer Nights, the anthology that was edited by Stephanie Perkins, and I finished it. I was like, yes, I finished it. And I didn't love it, but I gave it 4 stars. I didn't dislike it. I thought it was really good. I mean, it's like some of the top-notch YA writers, and they're talking about, you know, or they're like all short stories. So it was good, but like the last one was kind of sad. It was really sad, and it was called, I can't remember what it was called. It's Tiny Little Things or something like that. But I want to talk about that in a second if I remember. But then I was charging my phone and I was like, well, I could read a little bit more, or I could go to the casino, or I could listen to my audiobook. And I thought, just sit out here and read a little bit more. And I finished Francesca Zappia's Eliza and Her Monsters, and I bawled my eyes out the last 10 pages. Oh my God, that book is fantastic. It is about a girl that is the creator of this super, super popular fan fiction world, or not fan fiction, graphic novel online, and nobody knows who she is. And what's very interesting is it's very similar in ways to like being a YouTuber, you know, that like people's conception of who you are and who you really are in like real life, and is that different, and like, you know, afraid of letting people down, and you know, all that kind of stuff. And not like if they met you in person, but like, you know, I don't know, like if you didn't post a video for 4 days, people will be like, well, where did he go? He didn't post a video, you know, that kind of stuff. And she addresses some of that stuff in there. It is fantastic. And she is from Indianapolis. I want to be friends with Francesca Zappia so much. I think she was like 18 when she wrote this book, supposedly. This book, you guys, now listen, you know I have gone on and on and on about Angie Thomas's The Hate You Give, which I think is such an important novel. You know, it's kind of like this. It's like when you go to the Oscars and, like I'm trying to think of something like, you know, 12 Years a Slave is up next to like an Ocean's 11 movie, right? Well, let's just say they're both like great actors. That was like a really poor example to give. I mean, the Ocean's 11 movies suck a million. I mean, let's say if it was like 12 Years a Slave next to like Les Mis, right? I mean, they're completely different in a lot of ways. Great acting, whatever, but let's just be for real, okay? 12 Years a Slave is a little bit more important of a story. You know what I mean? Like, at what point does the importance of what you're writing about kind of trump the issue? Like, which one's better? And for me, a lot of times it does, you know? Especially if it's done well, which her book was done fantastically. The Hate You Give is incredible, and they're making it into a movie, and I cannot wait. But if you took the issues out, like, if you took the issues out of what, like, why that book is so important, and it was just a young adult book about a girl's experiences, which, I mean, I can't even imagine how you'd do that. I mean, Angie Thomas is that fine of a writer anyway. But if you did that, like, Eliza and Her Monsters is that good. Like, I mean, I could not believe this book is not #1 in the New York Times bestseller list. This book is better than most of the John Green books I've ever read. It's better than most, I mean, I'm blown away.
How was I trying to signature sandwich for today?
No, I just need to get a large Diet Coke, please.
Anything else?
Nope, that's it.
109, first one, thank you.
I mean, I just could not believe how good it was. Absolutely phenomenal. You guys, if you have not read it and you want to read a really good book, go get Eliza and Her Monsters. You can get it online, you can get it anywhere. I don't know if there's an audio version of it, which is so funny because it's like, I don't actually think it would have read well as an audiobook because a lot of it was done like in texting and online messages and stuff. Hey.
Thank you.
I don't need change.
Okay,
thanks. Oh my God, it smells like pancakes in there. Thank you. Have a good one. I just keep on going. But anyway, I loved it so much. Oh my God, it was so good. I was bawling my eyes out at the end. I was like, I don't want this to end. And I'm like, oh my God. And this is the thing, and this is what I love about this book. People ask me all the time, well, do you like series, or do you like duologies, or do you like standalones? Okay, so if you don't know, because you're not like a bookie kind of person, a standalone is a book that is not part of a series or has a sequel or anything. A duology is 2 parts to the same kind of story. And a series is when there's more than one. Trilogy is obviously 3, right? But this is what I love about this book. The ending of it. It is so fantastic that you want to know more about Eliza. But it is a standalone, right? But if she made a sequel to it, it would totally work. And that is what is so fantastic about this book. And a lot of times I talk about, like, I feel very cheated in books, young adult books, because like they'll have some ending that just kind of dances off to the sunrise, and then you're like, you have to read the next one to find out what happens. And I hate that. I think that's a total cheat. It is the smallest, finest things in life, okay? And let me just tell you, this tastes so good. I have not had a McDonald's Diet Coke in 46 days. Ooh, there are some things in life that are so fine. It is just small things in life, seriously. It really, really is. And that was what that short story was about that I was reading. So in 3 days, I finished 3 books. Well, in 2 days, I finished 3 books. But the short story was about this guy and girl, and like, I mean, unless you've read the book, it's not going to ruin it for you, and it's the last story, so just for the next minute, shut this off if you're planning on reading Summer Days and Summer Nights by Stephanie Perkins. But Perfect Little Things, I think is what it was called. Perfect Tiny Things is what this short story was called, by Love Somebody. I don't know, I've never heard of this guy before, but anyway, it was about this guy and this girl, and like, it reminded me very much of that book Every Day by David Levithan. I mean, there's been a lot of books kind of with this idea, but very much the Groundhog Day idea, where August 4th just continued to repeat itself over and over and over again. And it starts with this guy, Mark, and he thinks he's the only one, and then he meets this girl, and she is the same way. Her name's Margaret, and she's kind of a little standoffish to him at first. Oh, I got both lights on. I wonder why I was looking so bad. And then they become friends, and then, you know, like, I don't know. I don't love short stories. I just have to be, you know, real on that. I just don't love short stories. I'm probably not the person to review your short story anthology if you're wanting to send it to somebody. I mean, I kind of, like, Raymond Carver, is that his name? Like, I read Cathedral and loved it, but, like, that was, like, one of the only, I don't think it's Raymond Carver. Who is it? I always get him confused. It's, oh, God, the short story collection, Cathedral, is fantastic. It's, like, some of the best literary fiction out there. But, so anyway, but it was really cool, and like what it turned into was, it got me like, I don't know, I'm just like, you know, summer's over, and this week is, you know, I think Friday is the first day of fall, and it's like summer is finally over, and my vlog is entering its last quarter of the year, which is very cool to me. But it's like a lot of time has gone by, you know, and I don't know, like, it makes me happy. I'm like, I can't believe I've done this thing for almost a year, you know? But I was reading this story, and they're like, she goes and she shows him, because, like, the same things happen every day, right? So they can, like, they know that, like, you know, somebody's gonna slip and fall in the ice, because it's happened, like, the last 20 days. And, so she goes and she takes him out to this lake, and this bird goes down and it catches this fish in its mouth and goes off into the sunlight, and it like is this perfect image. And she's like, I just happened to catch that by accident at 4:32 yesterday or something. And then he goes and he shows her this kid that, like, all these kids are doing these skate tricks, this like skate park or the skate like thing outside of this library, and the kid like lands the skate trick, and he's like so excited. And so their goal is that they want to bring purpose and meaning to like why this day continues to repeat itself. So they try to find as many perfect tiny things in their life on a daily basis. And I don't want to ruin the story in case somebody's going to read it out there, but you know, it really got me started thinking about, like, I'm such a believer in the small details in life, you know, that, like, it's the little things that matter the most. I need to trim my nails like nobody's business. But it's the little things. I mean, they're not even that long. I get so weird about that. If they're just even a little bit long, I hate it. People always tell me, they're like, that's like one of the two things. People are always like, you have the nicest legs and you have the nicest nails. Isn't it weird what people tell you is nice about you? I mean, people say stuff about my eyes too. But like with my nails, like I'm kind of like, I'm weird about it. Like my mom and dad both have like real, my mom did, but my dad has really nice nails. And it's, my grandma had really nice nails, my aunt had really nice nails, and it's something that like I'm really weird about. I don't know why. Like, I grew up with my mom like saying, you know, like when you have your hands at like somebody's house for dinner, like you want your hand, don't bite your nails, you know, things like that. But anyway, that is so stupid and corny and beside the point. But I'm sitting here telling you how important the small things in life are, and then I go right into like how nice my nails look. I could be a hand model. But anyway, but it's true. It's like those small little things. And then I was like reading it and I was thinking back on my day, you know, of like me running around the backyard with the dogs today, or just, you know, the perfect French toast bagel, or finishing a book, you know, and crying as I'm like reading this book because I'm so invested in these characters and I love them like they're family. And you know, or just my excitement every day of like getting to drive around and do my vlog, and or just how a video is going to be received, or, you know, it's like the smell of a new candle, or seeing Boo Radley sit on the steps, like, and just kind of look around, you know. And I laid in bed tonight and I was next to Alex and I said, isn't it so nice to have a new bed? And he goes, we've had this bed for like 2 months now. And I go, I know, but like, we had our old bed for so long. It's so nice, isn't it? He just laughed. He thinks I'm funny because, like, if you were with me, like, in real life, Tanya's like this, too. I notice, like, the smallest details in life, like, constantly. Like, I mean, I am really one of those people, like, if you saw me in a grocery store, I legit stop and smell the flowers. Like, no lie, like, stop and smell the roses. Like, I legit stop and smell the roses. And roses aren't even my favorite flowers. But I really do. Like, I stop and I just kind of take it in, you know? And, try to enjoy each little thing. Because I think it's so important. I think those are the small miracles in life, you know? The small little things. I think they even said something about that in the book, in the short story. He was talking about miracles, and that there's something like a miracle occurs every month and we don't even realize it, or something like that in nature. Like a miracle. I'd never heard of this theory before, but here I am up at the mire, gotta go in, get a bunch of crap. I'm so excited. You're like, well, why don't you just go do it tomorrow? Because there's nobody here and I have nothing to do and I might as well do it tonight. So, and then I'll just have it done. Oh, I went down the wrong way. And then tomorrow I'll be happy because I'll be like, oh, I don't have to go all the way over to Meijer. So I'll just do it now. Just easier to do it now. But I do want one more of those French toast bagels. They were so good, but I can't have any more. All right, you guys, I'm gonna get off here. I'll be back on in a couple minutes. I'll do a little haul for you. Okay, I'm back. That was a fun little shopping trip. Okay. Well, I'm just gonna get into this right away. I broke my diet all day long. I had Einstein bagels. I talked about that. It was delicious. I got M&M's, peanut M&M's, and I got these Ruffle chips. And I thought, well, if this is going to be a cheat day, just let it go out in style, baby. And then I got my allergy medicine, which is called Aloe Vera. And it is non-drowsy allergy relief. Relief of sneezy, runny nose, itchy, watery eyes, itchy nose. And compared to Claritin and Safe. Well, Claritin makes me feel funky, so I don't take that. But this is like this dissolvable thing that you put in your mouth, so I take that. And then I think I got the right ones. I got these light bulbs. Are they the right ones, do you know? For, like my scent thing. My scent candle thing. I think they're the right ones. So I got that. And then I got this new toothpaste. Alex will be so excited. Colgate Max Fresh with whitening. Shockwave with micro cooling beads. Which probably means it tastes exactly like every other toothpaste that I've ever had, and I won't notice any difference. And then I got Old Spice Original High Endurance Antiperspirant and Deodorant. It's really important for me that I get a deodorant that has antiperspirant and deodorant in it, and I love the Old Spice smell. We were on a plane one time. There was this guy, it was my ex and I, we were going, I think, to Dominican Republic, and there was this guy that was sitting next to me, and he was like on his, like, it was like him and like 20 of his family members, and he was getting married. His little fedora on, he was like this beard, he was like the cutest guy, and I was like sitting next to him. And he smelled so good, and I was like, finally I was just like, hey, I'm really sorry to bother you. I go, what do you have on that smells so good? And he was like, all I wear is, he goes, I get compliments all the time, and all I wear is Old Spice deodorant original scent, which this is the original scent, so smells so good. Buy it for your man, buy it for your lady, whatever you have. Then I got Bio True contact solution. I was gonna buy a bigger one, but I don't go through it very quickly. And then Aleve for my migraines, but I haven't been taking it a lot lately. And then I bought some scents. I bought Ginger Pumpkin. I'm like obsessed with these things, you guys. Oh, smells so good. It smells like Halloween. And then I bought Apple Cider Sangria. These were each $1.99 or $2, like a difference of a cent. This one smells like straight up apple cider. It smells so good. I love apple scents. But this, and this is not something that I would typically think that I would like, but it's like my favorite, and I don't know why. It's called Warm Maple Butter. Mmm. Smells like an IHOP. I love it. What did you spend at Meijer, you might ask? $56. And all besides the candy and the scent things, which were $1.99 each, were all things I had to have. So I try never to go to the store because it's so expensive. Don't you find that? I got the sharing size. Would you guys like an M&M? How many of you guys? How many out there just said yes, please? Oh my god, I would. Oh my god, I thought they were gonna fall on the floor. Do you guys want one? Oh. I ain't too proud to beg, baby. I'll eat off the floor. So, I'm gonna do a short vlog tonight. This is it. About 20 minutes, I think it was total. Something like that. I just had a good day. I want to listen to my audiobook now. It's 2:30. And, go to bed. Go home and go to bed with my husband and my dogs. And end this day perfectly. It's days like this that I think, if every day could be so good, you know, life is good, isn't it? Some days life is good. I love you guys. I'll talk to you later. Bye.